Minute is over, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. International speaker number 4 is Wendee Smith. Take a moment to check the audio, video, and timing card.
Testing, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. And can you all see me? You saw me last time, so I guess you see me now.
Okay. Are we ready to go, Wendee?
I'm ready, sir.
Please welcome international speech contestant number 4, speaker Wendee Smith. They meant well. They meant well. Wendee Smith.
Without even giving it any thought, my husband took his foot and pushed my foot the few inches I needed to get up on the running board of our van. I could then pull myself up, turn around, and sit down. As I was swinging my legs in, a woman came over and talked directly to my husband and said, "If you just have her sit down, you won't have to do anything." I snapped. I said, "We can't do it that way. The car is too high." She looked at me. I had hurt her feelings. When my husband got in the car, he said, "Don't you think you were a little short with her? After all, she meant well." She meant well, he meant well. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, they meant well. But sometimes meaning well is not enough. My husband was right, something I don't say a whole lot. I was not just short with that woman, I was rude, but she made me so angry. First of all, she came over and gave us unsolicited advice. And second, her advice wasn't even right. But what she did that bothered me the most was she talked directly to my husband as if I weren't there or not bright enough to understand what she was saying. She had absolutely no respect for my ability to think through a situation. In another incident, I was walking. At this point in my life, I was using a quad cane. A woman came up from behind me and asked if she could help me. I had no idea what she wanted to do unless it was to pick me up and carry me. So I said, "No, thank you." Suddenly she grabbed my arm, the arm I was using to lean on the cane. I was starting to fall. I yelled, "Let go of my arm!" This caught the attention of all the people around us. She raised up her hand and said, "It's okay, it's okay. I'm a nurse. I know what I'm doing." Huh. Well, she may have been a nurse, but it was not okay. And she definitely did not know what she was doing. She had absolutely no respect for the fact that I did not want her help, and she had no idea how to help me. Now, as much as those two situations bothered me, it's the third one that I get the most upset about. May I pray for you? My husband and I were in a gift store, and a woman came up and asked me this. This is not the first time this has happened. It's something I am very uncomfortable with, and it does nothing to help me but make me feel self-conscious. And sure enough, the woman stood there with us in the middle of the store, praying as she held my hand, and all the people around were staring at us. This woman had no respect for my comfort or for what I wanted. These three women, I will call them the Dear Abby of the parking lot, a Florence Nightingale wannabe, and an aspiring Mother Teresa all meant well, but meaning well is not always enough. If what you say to someone isn't helping them but hindering, you are getting nowhere. Over my lifetime, I have been helped by literally hundreds of people, from things as simple as opening a door for me to literally picking me up when I have fallen down. But for every person that has helped me, there's probably at least two people whose help I have turned down. Why? Part of it was I wanted to maintain my independence as much as possible. But part of it is I have a routine that I have worked out, and adding a person to it can sometimes just complicate things. When you help somebody, you were supposed to make their situation at that moment better. None of those three women did that. So what do we do? What do we do? How do we help people? We all want to help people. I want to help people, but nobody has given us a rule book. Well, having been disabled all my life and lived with this, I can actually give you a few tips. First, never give unsolicited advice to someone you don't know. You are just going to end up insulting them. Two, unless it is an emergency, never help anyone without first saying, "Can I help you?" And if they turn you down, don't take it personally. This is not about you. Respect their right to know what they're doing. And if somebody does accept your generous offer to help, ask them, "What can I do?" before you jump in and do something. Remember, all people are like snowflakes, and no two are alike. And what will help one person may not necessarily be what the other person needs. What was wrong with what Abby, Florence Nightingale, and Mother Teresa did? They had no respect for what I wanted physically or emotionally. Yes, they meant well, but sometimes meaning well is not enough. Mr. Toastmaster.